So the second season of the Devil May Cry anime just dropped on Netflix over a week ago. Just got finished seeing it. Honestly, I have mixed feelings about it, and I know a lot of fans of the series have polarizing opinions about it as well. I think the Netflix anime series was meant to appeal to casuals more than to like hardcore fans of the series because the hardcore fans hated it or they thought it was too woke or too politically correct and honestly they're not wrong. I mean, I do feel like those things kind of diluted, the anime series, and I think they use certain things like, licensed 2000s music that was popular back in the day to kind of like cover that up in some ways, but at the same time you could watch this season and you could tell that there was, effort put into it for the most part, and that's something that you can't say for a lot of like modern day animes that you see like on Toonami nowadays because a lot of those animes are just they're just boring, It's like they don't have the same kind of appeal like the older ones did. And the thing is, like, this anime series, the Devil May Cry, it feels like an anime from the 2000s because Devil May Cry is from the 2000s, It's like as a kid, like watching if I watched this as a kid, I'd be ecstatic for the most part because of like I feel like what I saw in this pretty much like captured like 2000s anime in a nutshell, or anything like movie related from the 2000s in a nutshell, like with the everything was action packed, everything felt over the top in some way, shape, or form. The soundtracks were amazing. Things the aesthetics were dark but polished. I saw all that in like this season of the Devil May Cry anime, and I think there was some of that in the last one as well. But I honestly feel like Virgil being a part of this season really added to the storytelling aspect with Dante, and you learn more about Virgil and the truth about what happened and how Mundus had his family killed, lied to him about it, raised him, tortured him. Then Virgil finds out the truth, then wants to kill Mundus, but at the same time he's not siding with Arius and Arcosax because he knows that they're no good as well, even though um, Virgil was basically he was raised by Mundus and Makai. Just I don't know. It's like you watch this anime and you realize there's no true hero in it for the most part. It's like everyone is either a villain or they're deeply flawed in some ways. Like, Dante's half demon. Same thing with Virgil, I believe. Mary's just a flawed human being, and she's arguably the worst character in the show, depending on who you ask. Arius is out of his mind. Um, you know, Mundus is obviously like the overarching antagonist. Um, Arcosax is another, main antagonist as well. The fight between Arcosax and Mundus was actually pretty cool, but like I said, most of the fight scenes um in season 2 of this anime was pretty good. Um I'm not exactly sure what's going to be done in season 3 if we do get a season 3. And if we do get a season 3, most likely Trish is going to be a part of it. I'm not exactly sure how she's going to be written compared to what we've seen in the game, and whether or not, like, depending on how she's written, whether that's going to add or detract from the series as a whole. But yeah, I mean, I obviously knew that this wasn't going to be perfect, but at the same time, it was compelling. It was something that kept you on the edge of your seat to make you want to see what was going to happen in the next episode. And some people felt let down by what they saw. Some people were impressed, maybe because it was better than season 1. But a lot of people feel like that's not necessarily a huge milestone to begin with. But yeah, I mean, I feel like, the Devil May Cry anime up until this point has been, I guess, Not great, but not horrible either. I guess, maybe okay. I'm pretty sure a lot of, hardcore, fans of the series or the IP in general just don't like it because it deviated too much away from the original source material, but at the same time, the fact that we're getting an anime adaptation of this, like a modern day anime adaptation of this, is something that's cool in of itself, so I can't necessarily complain.